This is Everson Griffin with the Minnesota Vikings. I'm here with Cujo and Clay, and you're watching Outside the Box.
Thank you for dropping in and spending half an hour of your time with us. I am the host, Claire Hoba. With me is a panel that is often confused, very often not right. Ian Taylor, thank you for dropping by. You got the luscious red hair with you. That's good.
You're welcome.
Cujo Amiglame.
You know how I ask. Always, what's my motto? Live on, laugh, and live on.
I'm sorry, kidding.
Okay.
Live on, laugh, and live on. Okay. Jason Dora, how are you doing?
Oh, good to be here. I'm a little sick of you hating on us every time introducing the panel, though.
Oh, well.
Stop the hate.
They do call me the voice of the people, so.
Yeah, well, I'm the voice of reason.
All right,
Okay,
that's
let's
good.
move on
That's
now.
good. Interesting. All right, so Cal coach Mike Montgomery, he gave his player a little shove, a little love tap, some others would call it. What do you guys think about this? Is it okay? Jason, we'll start with you.
Fine by me. I don't think he deserves any punishment. After the game, the player, Alan Crabb, even said, it was blown out of proportion. It was an emotional game. Coach tried to get me fired up. People may look at it as the wrong way to fire up a player, but he said he didn't take anything negative out of it. So I don't see anything wrong with it. They were down 15 in the second half. Guess what? They came back and won. Dude scored 23 points and had 10 boards. He led the comeback. Yeah. And 20, 30 years ago, we wouldn't even be talking about this. Mm-hmm. I mean, should the coaches be hitting their players, tossing them around? No. But this was a little shove. It got him fired up. Won the game for him.
Yeah, I don't think he should be punished, but my main thing is, if you're a coach and they're players, you're supposed to be with them, be responsible with them, stuff like that. If you put your hands on a player, whether just a little touch, nudge, or just a straight up push, it doesn't matter. The biggest problem with this is that coaches should not hit the players because players can get hostile. Some players have bad tempers and they can hit you back, and there's nothing the coach should have done then. So while I think it wasn't enough for teams to punish him, I think coaches to watch this and lay back a little bit. No, don't touch the players, and the players won't touch you. It will be a fair game. That's my point of view.
Well, Ian, what do you think?
Well, it was just a little push, but nowadays people think that's just a terrible thing. So people are just going to judge him about that. But that player should just cool down very quick. But I also don't think that it should have been punished.
What if you guys play Prior Lake on Saturday? What if your coach comes up to you, you come off the ice, you make a stupid play, maybe a 5-minute penalty. Coach comes up and gives you a shove. Are you all right with that?
If I got a 5-minute penalty, I probably would have been okay.
Okay, just something stupid. Maybe not even a 5-minute penalty, something less. What if you make a dumb play and you go over to the bench, he goes over and shoves you and gets mad at you? You okay with that?
I wouldn't be okay with it, but I wouldn't make a big scene about it because I know that everyone in the city is there watching.
Well, that wasn't a rhetorical question because what I would say is if you're going to push somebody, then don't be mad if you get pushed back. Mm-hmm. Right? If the coach wants to go over and get him fired up a little and give him a little shove, then I'm fine with that. As long as it's nothing, first of all, nothing in the head, obviously. Bob Knight used to get people's attention and give them, tap on the jaw, that's fine. But if the coach shoves the kid, then the coach should be expected maybe be shoved back a little. And that's where it creates problems. Mm-hmm. But if those two just get in a little shoving match, big deal. I mean, that happens all the time.
Yeah, this wasn't an extreme.
It's sports. It's not supposed to be perfect. Yeah. It happens. Football, Jay Cutler shoved Jamarcus Webb. People made a big deal out of it. Do you think anybody on the team really cared? I don't think so. Reggie Jackson and Billy Martin got in a fight in the dugout at Fenway Park when they were playing the Red Sox.
Yeah, well.
And that was a lot worse than even shoving, and that's the coach and the player.
Else, yeah.
I mean, no one's saying he should be punished, but at the same time, when you push somebody, touch him a little bit, don't expect every player to have that same mentality.
I agree that if you push him, you shouldn't expect that nothing happens back.
So be ready. As long as you push somebody, but if you're doing like in a madly, angrily fashion, some kid might have a bad temper and just hit you back. So expect that when you do that. So know your ground.
If you're a fiery coach, it works best to have fiery players, you know?
Yeah, so just know what you're doing.
Yeah. So I was fine with that. I know you guys. All right, Miami basketball. Are they the real deal? They're undefeated in ACC play. Got by in a close one against Virginia in the weekend. Jason, is Miami basketball the real deal? Can we believe that they have a chance to win the championship?
I think they do. College basketball right now, it's so unpredictable. The number ones keep losing. We already talked about how one and dones they're taking the talent out of college basketball. But I think this team is no doubt one of the best or top 3 teams in the country. Like you said, they're undefeated in the ACC. Every other team in the ACC has at least 3 losses. Duke, North Carolina. Miami beat Duke by 27, and they've beat UNC twice. And Shane Larkin, their point guard, he's the son of Barry Larkin. He is the real deal. 13 points a game, and he's shooting 42% from three-point land.
Yeah,
they got it going down there.
Yeah, I like that Shane Larkin kid. He's one of those top guards in the country, and I think Miami's always been known as kind of like that other team. People looked over them because you have Duke.
They've always stoked.
That too.
They've never had this talent.
That's fair. Duke and UNC being so good every year, and it's a big surprise to everybody that they're number 1 in the ACC and they haven't lost. Beat UNC twice, beat Duke by 20 plus, which is unheard of. And I mean, it's amazing how good they're doing, and it's fun to watch. It's good when Miami's good.
Well, they're an exciting team to watch. They got all these big wins, like you're saying. They're ranked number 2, so I can see them going and getting a long run in the playoffs. So this team, if they keep it the way it is, which none of these teams are in college basketball right now, they should be getting to very far in the tournament.
Yeah, if they ever surpass Indiana.
Yeah, I agree with all you guys. I think Miami's definitely got a good shot to win the championship. I don't know if I'll necessarily pick them. It's not March yet, so we don't have to know that. But they definitely got a shot. They have put themselves in position. I think they're probably the best team in the ACC. I mean, Duke's right there.
Yeah.
So, good team, got a good shot. That's what counts. At this point in the year, you don't have to be favored anyway. It doesn't matter if they weren't ranked that high preseason. They've got swag in their uniforms, I'll say that.
I like their uniform.
They're
Just like football.
Yeah. Thinking about Miami as a 1 seed, though, that's almost just crazy.
Oh, yeah, because the football team is usually great, and the basketball team usually just god-awful.
As worse as
It's
Minnesota.
opposite.
Football teams?
All right, so Michael Jordan recently turned 50 on Sunday. It was a big deal for lots of us, especially real basketball fans. Cough, cough.
I'm ready.
Anyway, could Michael Jordan come back and play in the NBA at the age of 50? There's many opinions on this, and there was an article on it on ESPN.com about him and maybe coming back. Jason, could Michael come back at this point in his life?
I think he has the capability to do it. Will he? No. I really doubt that. Could he come back and play? Yeah. He'd be... He's no all-star anymore at age 50. He'd be a solid player, I think, still. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, the top 5 pick for the Bobcats, he's 19 years old, and he says MJ beat him. So I don't see why he's going to play in the NBA.
Would you stop breathing hard and just say what you got to say?
Especially for the Bobcats.
Let's just freaking out.
MJ says he's getting closer to his playing weight, too. He used to play at 218. He's getting closer and closer. Cujo, you have something to say.
Jason,
I have something to say.
No. Here's the thing. Jason is making sense.
I'm winning.
He could play.
Right.
He's no LeBron.
Let's just put it like this. We'll show you a little clip of what happened yesterday in production meeting. We were going over what we thought.
Told you he bit him, and you believe it because oh my God, this is Michael Jordan. I'm in love with him. I believe everything.
Why would Michael Jordan say he lost to a 50-year-old guy?
This is the fact. If Michael Jordan murder somebody. You, Clay. If they have a video of it, you would. I don't think that's Michael. I don't think he would.
Yes, you would.
He
If there's
probably
video
would
on
because
it?
he's
Yes.
so blinded about
If
Michael
you-
Jordan.
You are an idiot.
You would be
Man,
No.
we should take your
No.
green card away
This
and
is
send you back to France.
I don't have a green
Because
card.
you don't
I
know
have-
what you're talking
I have
about.
my citizenship.
What is wrong with
Understand
you?
something. Understand?
God, I swear to God, you're an
If
idiot.
Michael Jordan had a gun in his hand and shot at somebody.
Close the damn door. Hey, come in here. Come in here. Come in here. He does not believe that Michael Jordan beat Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Because that was made up. He's the owner.
Tell him
He's
it
the
happened.
owner.
Tell him it happened. Yes,
He
he
just-
dominated Michael
He didn't
Kidd-Gilchrist
see it.
on
There's no
Friday.
video.
Jordan did. He played him.
Apparently, this said Jordan played Michael Kidd.
He doesn't believe it. He thinks they made it up.
This was made up.
Did the Illuminati make it up, Cujo?
He's 50.
God, you're an idiot. I swear to God.
Can't play anymore.
People playing that for you.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You know,
God, go back to France.
Go back to that topic. Seriously, that just kills me.
Sorry for the loud noise.
Okay, back to the topic.
So after seeing that video, everyone, Cujo,
back
say
to
what you got to say
the
because you make
topic.
no sense. But just say it.
Okay, I believe any sane basketball mind, any sane basketball fan, any sane, just human, just any sane human. A 50-year-old, I've seen 50-year-olds, they can work out. There's a lot of 50-year-olds that are in great shape. But we're talking about professional basketball, okay? The grind through the season, the grind, the workouts, the long plane rides, everything that comes along with it. A 50-year-old
Could you get
would
to the
not,
point,
no,
please?
the 50-year-old would not be able to handle that. And the story, no. And the story that he beat Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Oh, you know
Okay,
what?
so-
They just
That
made
is
it
a
up.
that is
just made it up?
blasphemous.
You're saying Kid Gilchrist just made this up?
How did they just make it up?
It is a big.
What do you think? They just made it up?
They
Oh,
made it
Michael
up because he's the
Kidd-Gilchrist is
owner.
like, oh, I'm gonna go tell everybody that I got beat by Michael Jordan, even though I didn't.
Yeah.
Why would he do that?
Why would he want to tell everyone he lost to
I
a
want to
50-year-old?
hear Michael Jordan on TV tell me himself that he beat Michael Kidd-Gilchrist before
Whoa,
I
whoa,
believe
whoa.
him.
Wait,
I don't
wait,
want to hear all
wait,
these
What
knockouts.
is wrong
Wait
with
up
you?
here a second.
listen.
If you're MJ, why would you come out and tell the world?
He didn't say.
No.
He never said
no,
that.
In the
I'm
article,
telling
he
you.
said it to
It
the
was
writer.
a story.
In
Wait,
the
wait, wait,
article,
wait,
he
wait.
said it to Wright Thompson, so he did say it.
He didn't answer yes or no.
Wait.
This is
But
a ridiculous.
Oh, my Lord.
Michael Jordan has.
Michael Jordan beat a 19.
You're like
Okay.
one of the people that's like, Lee
Cujo,
Harvey Oswald
Cujo.
acted alone.
You need to
with
take a break a
President
second.
Kennedy.
Michael
That's what
Jordan
happened.
has all these accomplishments.
Yeah.
Why would
50
he?
How many years
Why
ago?
would he want to come out and tell the world I beat some 19-year-old rookie?
He never said
Michael
that.
Kidd.
It's
I
in
know.
the article.
I know.
Did
I'm
you read
telling
it?
you.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. He has no reason to tell you that.
right.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, on the other hand, is telling the world Michael Jordan can
Who's
still
Michael
play.
Kidd-Gilchrist's
Here's what I
owner?
wanna know.
Who's his owner? Who's the
Michael
owner?
Jordan.
Oh, like Michael
Exactly.
Jordan's
Doesn't
gonna
matter.
trade.
He's the
That has,
owner.
oh my Lord, you're
You know
unbelievable.
what? That's not even my point on this whole topic.
What is your point on
My
this whole
point
topic
is,
then? Get to your point
a
on the
fi-
topic.
A 50-year-old professional basketball. A lot of 50-year-olds can work out and run.
Wait.
He can run 5 miles.
Wait.
But this is professional basketball we're talking about. There's a lot of grind that goes to it.
Oh,
The
really? I
plane
didn't know
rides,
that. Good point.
It's tough. It's
Michael
mentally-
Jordan isn't a lot of
It's
50-year-olds.
mentally tough. Michael Jordan is the mentally toughest athlete ever. That's what makes
He's
him great.
50. Clay, he's not
deal.
25. Can you move on?
deal.
He's 50. Can we move on? They're
Here's
all
my
players,
point.
and
Here's
they're
my
new
point.
players.
You just
You're
said
so-
any
you live
sane
in the
basketball
past, Clay.
mind.
You
What do
live
you,
in the
is Stephen
past.
A. Smith a sane basketball mind?
Okay, you sure? Yeah.
Okay, well, Stephen A. Smith said that he could definitely play in the NBA and average double digits.
I couldn't care less.
You just
I
said,
don't
you
care.
just said any.
I
Wait,
couldn't
hold
care
on.
less.
You just said anybody that's the same basketball mind.
I guess he's not then.
Also, you but
It's
oh no, so
unbelievable.
now that he doesn't
No,
agree
no,
with your
no.
argument, he's not the
It's
same basketball mind
unbelievable.
anymore.
It's
Wow,
unbelievable.
isn't that amazing?
It's
Convenient.
unbelievable. It's a disrespect to NBA players to tell me that
It's a
Michael
disrespect
Jordan,
that
yeah,
you don't think
no,
that Michael Jordan could do it. This
No,
is
no.
a guy
No, no,
that
no.
walked out on the peak of his career.
I'm not saying he doesn't
played
have
minor
skills.
league baseball.
You gotta understand,
for 2
there's
years.
difference between
Went
skills
back
and
to the
working.
stop talking. Went back to the
take
NBA
turns.
and won
It's a
3
joke.
championships again.
Turns, guys.
Michael Jordan is the greatest athlete ever in professional sports.
Joke.
That's a joke.
What's your definition of greatest athlete? Physically athlete. Physically.
Michael Jordan is so much better at his sport than everyone else that played
Well,
it.
that's
It's
skills,
unbelievable.
Clay. This is the difference between skills and physical ability.
Have you seen how many people this guy dunked on? Is that not physical ability?
You lose me. You
First,
lose the
You see
point.
some of the
my
guys.
Lord.
Alexi Shved is a starting shooting guard in the NBA.
Yeah, you act like that.
Michael
You act
Jordan
like
can't
that.
be
Playing
one?
in the NBA is some prestigious thing
I'm
anymore.
not saying
it's not.
he- no,
There's
no.
30 teams, and
okay.
12 guys are in on for each team that play a lot.
Okay.
playing for the Bobcats.
Okay.
You don't think he can play for the Bobcats?
Gerald Henderson or Michael Jordan? Take your
You don't
pick.
think he can play for the Bobcats?
you know my
Answer the
biggest
question.
problem?
Can he play for the Bobcats?
It's his team. He can play
Okay.
for it's his team. All right, my biggest problem with this whole thing is the overlook. We overlook the players and then be like, okay, he's 50, but we know he's past. That's his past. The past is the past for a reason. He's 50 years old. He's gonna come back and try to play with all these young players. They're gonna make him work. You know what? He's probably skilled than half the players in the NBA. But
He's been
but
resting.
but
He's been
but
resting up. He's been saving it.
But the physical grind that goes to a professional sport. That's the problem I have with the 50-year-old. So this whole topic is a joke to me.
You know what, Cujo?
Ian, just go ahead.
Oh, I'll go. Okay.
Go.
Historically,
And let's hear it.
I'm a hockey guy. If you look historically, Gordie Howe played till he was 52. And he still played great
you.
in his 50s.
Thank you. And
Did he take a 10-year
He
break?
took 2 years off so he can go back.
First of all,
Did
a
he take
10-year break would
Did he
help you
smoke
out. if you
cigars
talk about
every
that.
day? Do you know one cigar is 12 cigarettes?
He's actually quit smoking cigars.
Oh
so
my
he can
God! We
play.
just saw him on the golf course smoking a cigar.
been saving his
You know
life.
what you're talking about?
You know what you're talking about. Do you know how many
Michael
videos?
Jordan had a cigar on the golf course.
He has a cigar, so he
The
can't
facts
play.
are coming. He don't want to hear
fact-
it.
what do you
This is
mean the
a fact.
facts
2
are
weeks
coming?
ago.
What do you
There's
mean
a
that 2 weeks?
picture of
Oh,
Michael
really?
Jordan
You
smoking
let
a
Ian
cigar.
say
Do
two
you know what
sentences,
Photoshop
and
is?
then you cut him off.
Ian, go
Okay.
ahead, talk.
I was talking.
Okay, good.
All right. So this shows proof that you can play in your 50s, and he still played great. Gordie Howe played great in his 50s, and it may be good if Michael Jordan comes back for like the whole NBA for all the jersey sales, but for like the Bobcats as a team, I really don't think it's a good idea because you know what, they should be bringing in youth.
Thank you.
Bring in
I
that
don't know,
team,
they could
make
use some
it
scoring.
better. Okay, you want to bring a 50-year-old guy to the
To
Bobcats.
score for you to lead your team.
I would
scoring.
develop
This is a
the
joke.
team. Develop the team a little bit more.
It's not the D-League, Clay. This is the NBA.
All right, here,
I think-
I never got to make my whole point because I had to deal
Well,
with
it's still my turn.
Napoleon. Ian, you made a great point. Honestly, great point about how a 52-year-old guy played in hockey.
Didn't smoke a cigar.
Okay,
How do you
Gordie
know
Howe
that?
probably smoked cigars all the time too.
How do you know what he did with his body, Cujo? So shut your mouth.
Yeah. whatever.
Jason, you made a great point also. Cujo, I don't know what you're talking about. As usual, wrong.
Right.
Here's what I'm trying to
Make
get
your
at.
point.
I don't think Michael Jordan should come back and play.
This is
I
a
don't
bad
think he
idea.
would be nearly what he was if he came back and played.
Close.
But I am not going to doubt Michael Jordan. Why would I do that?
Because you're blind.
You're talking about the greatest athlete in the no, you're blind because in your love of LeBron.
Wayne Gretzky.
Nobody mentioned LeBron. You see how he's a starter? Nobody mentioned LeBron until you. No one said anything about LeBron.
Cujo, we all
No.
know this for a fact. You slight Michael Jordan's accomplishments because you want LeBron to be better than him.
Not at all.
Really?
What have I always said? I said one day a player, maybe LeBron, maybe not LeBron, might be better than Michael Jordan when they're done. When they're done.
See right?
Okay.
See right then.
Right now, Jordan's always the best.
You have no respect. Your example of prisoner of the moment.
At least, I'm
least
not
what?
brainwashed.
I'm not brainwashed
Yes,
either.
you kind
No,
of
I'm
are.
not.
You are.
6 championships, 6
You're
finals
brainwashed, Clay.
MVPs, 5 All-Stars, 10 scoring titles. He averaged 37 points
In the
a game
90s,
when
Clay,
they had
this
hand
is
checking.
2013.
Big deal. I don't care. It still happened. You act like
think-
if it's now, it's more relevant. No, it
It's
happened.
not my point. My point is, it was the past.
Well, hey, guys.
Oh, I don't care. So last year LeBron won the title. Since it's in the past, we should forget about it. Yesterday, I got in a terrible argument with you because I don't know what you're talking about. So we should forget about it because it was yesterday. How about 5 minutes ago, we just had a conversation about Coach Mike Montgomery. That's in the past, so we should forget about it? Is that your point about the past?
Okay.
I think we should move on.
I
I'm
think
lost.
one more thing. One of the best parts about this is Michael Jordan, at his Hall of Fame induction speech towards the end, he said, maybe when I'm 50, I'll come back and I'll still be playing.
It's a joke.
Everyone in the arena laughed. And he said, oh, don't laugh. Don't laugh. So I think if there's somebody you shouldn't doubt, it's
And-
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and that was my point the whole time was I don't think he should come back and play. I don't think he should play for the Wizards, but I'm not Michael Jordan. I don't tell him what to do. So if he wants to come back and play, He's the greatest thing that ever happened to basketball. He's the greatest basketball player of all time, greatest athlete of all time. I'm not going to doubt him. It's the willpower. I told you, he's got it in here, and that's what's important. So let's move on from that topic.
His news about to give out too.
Oh, really? How do you know that?
Or he wouldn't be playing for 10 years anyway.
Okay, he'd play a season or
Just
two.
so much disrespect from you, Cujo.
Blasphemous.
But
Okay.
It's topic one.
all right, so what do you guys think the Lakers should do with Dwight Howard? Ian,
Well, for Dwight Howard,
you keeping him? You getting rid of him? You trying to get some value? Trade
it
deadline
depends
this
on what
week?
they could get for him. If they could get young talent, just get rid of him.
You don't like him? You don't like Dwight Howard?
Well, if you could get a lot of young talent to that old Laker team, then yeah, I'd get rid of them.
That's a good point.
If you get three or four guys that are young and good, and could develop the team, yeah, I'd get rid of him. But right now, he's probably your best center. Or whatever.
Yeah, good point. Before I make my point, I have to point out that Dwight Howard is the best center in the game. Okay, everybody knows this. Now, he hasn't produced this season, so that's obviously dropped down because someone said the back injury, shoulder injury, stuff like that. But my biggest problem with Dwight Howard, if you're injured, sit, don't play. Don't go shoot half-court hook shots in an All-Star Weekend exhibition.
All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, but you don't mess up your shoulder when you tell me that you're injured. You cannot play a regular game, but then go throw half-court hook shots and then come back and start shooting threes.
Say you're communist.
It's a ridiculous idea. We're paying you millions of dollars to play for us, not to go shoot half-court shots. It's ridiculous. So what the Lakers just need to do, he's probably not going to come back to the Lakers. Okay, I don't care how much to give him. I don't think he wants to play. I don't think he wants to play. So they should trade him and get something for him because in the offseason, he's out. He's going to Brooklyn. Somewhere
sure
else.
about
He's
that?
out. Oh, yeah,
you sure about that?
Okay, believe me.
I don't know, Cujo.
He's not going to resign with the Lakers.
I kind of am with you on that, but
Why
then
not?
you
Because
think you step back from the situation and you think $30 million he's walking out on. And Dwight Howard is a guy.
He likes money, yeah.
Yeah, but LeBron was kind of a different style guy. LeBron was going to have a lot of money no matter what. Dwight Howard, he's kind of a guy that spends his money pretty lavishly. So he kind of needs that lifestyle. So I don't know if he's going to walk out with $30
from a
million.
Laker perspective, are you willing to take that chance? I mean, the guy he looked unhappy, had some fights with Kobe Bryant.
I'm kind of with
Always
Ian.
said
I think it
anything like
depends
that.
on what you can get back for him.
I'll trade him and get something at least because I'm not taking that chance.
I'm not just going to take
You don't want to get older. You want to get younger.
I'm just
Well,
not,
for
yeah,
sure,
I'm not
but
just going to take a bunch of scrubs.
trade-
Jason, what do you
trade-
think?
Well, I don't think it's that Dwight Howard doesn't want to be with the Lakers. This franchise is known, as long as you're there, they're going to be trying to win a championship. I think we all know that. But
Coach.
I think it might be time for Lakers to part way with Dwight Howard. This team's under 500, and they have just as much talent as almost any other team in the league. Update. But Dwight Howard, just the mental toughness, not there at all. He has so much talent, but it seems like such a waste. Maybe he gets a little older, wisens up, but at this point in his career, he's just a lost cause for the Lakers.
Yeah, Dwight Howard is probably the biggest baby, at least one of them in professional sports. How old is he now? 26?
26, yeah.
And it seems like he's a 10-year-old handling this situation, so immature. And we can't use the excuse of him being young. 26 is not that young anymore, especially when you've been in the league as long as he has. Maybe he's 21, 22. I'm sick of hearing all this crap about him. I'm sick of Dwight Howard. With that being said, I would not just trade him for nothing.
Oh, not
Right now, he's not the
they
best
gotta get
center. He's
something.
definitely not the best center in the NBA right now with his back problems and his injury. If he can come and recover off of that fully, then he's definitely the best center in the NBA.
He's more valuable than any center in the
Yeah,
league.
no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, if they're going to trade him, they got to get something worthwhile.
And they will.
And
Dwight Howard's Dwight Howard.
If I was running the Lakers, I'd get rid of Kobe too. I'd get rid of
yeah.
Steve Nash.
Yeah,
I'd get
get
rid of all of
some-
them.
yeah,
they're
get
going.
something.
Kobe's got 1 or 2 years left max. They're not going anywhere soon anyway.
No, they're not going to win any championships.
I'd get rid of Kobe, try to
Nope.
get some value for him, get some young guys. Dwight Howard is the one guy I would probably try to keep, but I don't know if he wants to stay in LA.
He doesn't. He looks like it.
And I gotta be honest with you, if
looks
you don't want to
unhappy.
stay in LA and you're not happy in LA, I really gotta start wondering about you. I don't know if he's ever gonna be happy. I mean, really? You're on the
I mean,
Lakers? You're not
LA
happy?
is a pretty nice place to play, but
They win championships.
He'd be happy in Miami.
Of course he would.
How?
No.
South Beach
He wants.
party.
He's so.
The
He's so.
salary-
That's
Where
how-
the party
The
is
salary
at.
he's
room
so-
is not there.
First of all, there's
There
better
is
parties in
nothing.
LA. I'd rather live in LA, but that's me.
Imagine the starting five, though.
Well, he's not gonna go to
No,
Miami.
He's not going to
there's-
Miami.
You,
Okay,
you
but-
know there's no salary cap.
Okay, but
room
his
there, right?
his whole idea of he has to go to
Trade
Brooklyn.
Dwayne Wade. You can
He
trade
has
Dwayne
to go to
Wade.
Brooklyn.
That's a good
He's
thing.
never gonna win in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
He's never gonna get by the Heat.
Yeah,
he's never
no.
gonna get by the Bulls when they get Derrick Rose back. He might not even get by the Knicks.
Oh, Knicks.
Brooklyn? Do you really
Knicks
take
are-
Brooklyn serious? Because I don't. I mean, it's great. They got Jay-Z. I like Jay-Z. They got the Barclays Center and all that. Come on, you can't take Brooklyn serious.
I mean, how serious are we
John-
talking? I mean, they're going to go to the
They're-
second round.
They're not a title contender.
Second
they're,
round, that's
they're a
all they'll
playoff
ever be.
team.
That would describe Dwight Howard's career.
Does it define
I just-
Carmelo? I guess.
I just,
That's the same.
yeah, it's
So
a big,
so far,
it's a big
yeah.
deal, yeah.
Carmelo,
I really wonder about Dwight Howard. I think if he was smart, he'd either stay in LA or maybe go to Chicago because he'd have a chance to win there. But one of those two situations. Otherwise, if I'm Dwight Howard, I don't see anywhere.
Yeah, they could trade Boozer and
Yeah,
somebody else for
they could
Dwight
fit a
Howard.
package and he'd be matched with D Rose, but I don't think that'll happen because of Dwight Howard. He doesn't want to play second fiddle to anybody. But if he's playing first fiddle, they're not going to win with him. So. Recently, Daquan Bowers got arrested last week. He got caught with a weapon. It's been a big problem in professional sports with athletes getting caught with weapons. Ian, what do you think about this whole situation? Is there anything that needs to be fixed? Do you have a problem with this?
Well, the athletes should be treated the same way as normal civilians, and maybe the leagues should probably put stronger resistance on the players for having guns. But they should have the right to have a gun if they want. But if they get caught in a bad circumstance with it, then they should be treated the same.
Well, anyone eligible in America, I mean, just because there's athletes doesn't mean they're different than any civilian that's eligible to have a gun. Now, it just depends on the situation, like he said you're in. You don't want to bring your gun to the football field or to the facility. What are you using it for? Just keep it at your house. That's your own thing. Nobody wants to know. Now, my biggest problem is we treat these situations like, whether there's like drugs, guns, stuff like that, illegal stuff like that, we treat athletes differently. I think we got to stop it as a society. Just because you watch them on TV, the celebrities that have a lot of money, that doesn't mean they're different. They're just people like us.
Do you
they
think-
wake up and shower just like us.
Do you think we're too harsh on
Yeah, we're
athletes,
definitely
or
too
do you
harsh.
think we're not harsh enough?
We're definitely too harsh as far as judging them. You know, if you take an athlete that gets caught with a gun at an airport, and a normal civilian that gets cut, I feel like the athlete gets more. I mean, not attention because obviously he's a celebrity,
Obviously,
but,
the media is going to.
but more scrutiny, more judgment. You know, kind of like.
Well, of course, they're in the limelight.
He's a professional athlete.
They're supposed to be role
acting.
models.
But
Yeah, true, Jason.
I don't
not
think
all of them are
I
role
don't think they have
models.
to be
Let's not
role
use
models.
that. Not
They
all
don't
of them
have
are
to
role
be,
models,
but a lot of people see them as role models.
yeah,
Well,
but
a lot of people are wrong.
Yeah, you just treat them fairly, just like everybody else. There's some people just
So,
like us.
Jason, what do you think about this whole issue?
I think the fact is that athletes are targets. They need to defend themselves. I mean, because of their wealth, their opulence, they're more likely to have their house broken into or have an altercation on the street, whatever it is. But I agree with Ian in that they should be treated like civilians. They need to get guns legally, get licensed, whatever it takes, go through the process. These guys are just making foolish mistakes. I mean, Bowers, whatever he did. Gilbert Arenas had the play gunfight in the Wizards' locker room. Plexico Burris
Shit himself.
shot himself in the club or whatever. I'm not even going to talk
Probably
about.
one- probably
I'm not
one
going
of
to
the-
talk about Pac-Man Jones.
Probably one of the worst ways to go to jail. You shot
Yeah,
yourself.
shoot yourself.
Didn't even harm anybody.
They just.
Yeah.
The league should probably tell these guys to do this gun thing the right way. I mean, it's not their job to baby these guys and watch over them,
Yeah.
but give them the memo and just stop making these foolish mistakes.
Well, I look at it the same way I look at any gun issue. I think it's a societal problem, and I think the way when you're a male in America, you're supposed to be masculine and rough and tough, and when you're an athlete, that's obviously magnified. And we as a society have a very violent culture that promotes the usage of whether people would like to admit it or not, because the media looks down on problems with Sandy Hook Elementary and Columbine and stuff like that. But as a society, we promote violence.
Yeah, look out the
People
movies,
watch.
video games,
That's
yeah.
the movies, video games. So it's a cultural thing. I don't think there's a problem with athletes any more than any normal group of people. They're just magnified, as Cujo said. And if I was in charge, I would make bullets very expensive, so people wouldn't be able to shoot each other. Be like
have a universal background.
Make bullets $10,000 a bullet,
Okay.
right?
Or just have
Then
a
if somebody
Think
shot
about it
dead,
before
you know
you
that
go
they
out.
deserved it.
What?
Think
Okay.
about it.
We went out of bounds.
Innocent
We
bystanders.
went out of bounds.
All right, I'm kidding.
How do you know if they
I'm
deserve it?
Inbound,
kidding, I'm
inbound.
kidding, obviously, about that part. But no more innocent bystanders. All right, but really, I have a problem with our whole society and how we promote violence, and until that's fixed, we're always going to have these gun problems.
we
and
keep
we're
picking
always,
choosing-
yeah,
we
you
pick
can't
and
pick and
choose,
choose on mental health issues and
Say
stuff
one
of
thing
that
and go
sort.
with it.
So that's all the time we have this week. Thank you for joining us. We will see you again next week. You can follow us on Twitter at seldom__scene or on Facebook at OutsideTheBox.Burnsville. We'll see you again next week. Thank you.
Peace. Holla back.
Like we always do at this time, I go for mine, I get to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. I go for mine, I get to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. I'ma get on the TV, mama. I'ma push it down. Hey, 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 hey. Welcome to the good life. With niggas a COD, won't even get pulled over in they new V. The good life, let's go on a living spree. Shit, they say the best things in life.